Good morning. How's everybody? Good morning. Oops. Sorry. How's everybody? Just call me the replacement. I'm one of those scabs that the football players have, when the real team is not here, they call in the scabs to work. Oh, Mike. Good morning, Mike. And I saw that Mona's up already. Okay, Melanie. Melanie's number 1 today. And Mike and Melissa. Oh, got Melissa here too. And Giovanna. Oh, my phone updated. Now the screen times out fast. I just hate it when things change. Hi, Zaza. Hi, Joe. Hi, Rita. I'm catching up. You guys have been talking a lot. Hi, Dawn. Good morning. We're glad you're here. Been missing your lives. Deb, you're our favorite sub. You guys are nuts. Good morning, Teresa. You are never, ever a replacement, my dear. You are unique. Oh, yeah. My husband says I'm very unique. More abnormal than anything. He says, I don't know what a day would be like if you were normal. Did I say Zaza's here? Yes, she is. Yes, Dawn, it is good to see everybody here. I forgot to hit the start button on the coffee. Well, my first cup was a cold one because it was left over from yesterday, and I didn't feel like taking the time to go to the microwave and heat it up even, so I just drank it cold. Well, hey, Andrea, how are you? Mike, I think you mean special. Yes, I'm very special and unique. I like to unique around. I used to say that when I was a kid. I say unique instead of sneaking. Oh my God, my eyes are tearing up already. Too funny, too funny. My boss called me special. I said, you're extra special. Bosses are usually extra special. See, my bangs are bugging me. I can't. See, that piece feels like it needs to go over here, but oh well. But my bangs are bugging me, so I've been pushing them off to the side. I don't know. I cut them like every day. See, they're already back down on my eyebrows. Dang things. See that one piece right there? Let's push it over here. No, you don't like it over there either. Okay, we'll put it back where it was. Oh well. Do like I did cut it all off. Yeah, she did. Mike, that's not what I called my boss. Tell him normal is a setting on the dryer, like Ian says. Yeah, Ian does say that. Oh, Mike, do you have a new job? Why am I not in the know? May the 4th be with you, says Joe. Oh, Phyllis. Well, I don't normally mess with my hair very much, but let me tell you, this right here, it just bugging the crap out of me. Awake, drinking her iced coffee with Reese's peanut butter cup creamer. Excited to get this awesome day started. Joe, happy Star Wars Day from Zaza. Reese's creamer? Whoa, that is a thing? Oh, yes, Mike, it is. Yeah, I've seen it. Well, good morning, Miss Lisa. The household is fully awake. I can only stay a few minutes. I have to cook breakfast. Some people don't look good with a super short haircut. Like me. I look okay with super short, but hubby don't like super short. If he had his way, I'd have it clear down to my butt again. I used to be able to sit on it when I first met him. It is liberating cutting it to 0. You can get a mohawk, Deb. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Closest I would get to that is if I layered all of this. That would be the closest I would get to a mohawk. Deb, your hair actually looks really nice. Yeah, I think it looks nice. It's just this right here just bugging the crap out of me. See? It keeps falling down. I may have to go in and put my headband back on just to keep it out of my face. When I'm sewing, I put the headband on because I don't want it falling down when I'm busy. How's family time going, Lisa? Bet you're exhausted from all the socializing. Is he the one washing and drying it and feeling the heat? Nah. He could care less. But when I had my hair really long down past my butt, I usually had it up in a bun. Hit it with the hairdryer and brush it back. Remember Moose? Oh, yes. Yes. I was cleaning out the cupboard in the bathroom on the other side of that wall. And what did I find? A can of mousse. Who knows how long it'd been in there? I don't empty out that cupboard very often. Maybe get some hair gel. No, Rita, that's too much work. When you start using mousse and gel and hairspray, that's too much work. It's just so much easier to slap on a headband. My hair is long and no way would I ever cut it again. Nope, not happening. Wow, Moose. Yeah, I couldn't believe it was still in there because I retired back in 2013. So that tells you how long it's been in there. I never emptied that bottom part of that cupboard. Aquanet and Stiff Stuff made my mohawk. Yeah, Aquanet. I still have Aquanet. I buy that. still. For those special occasions when you got to go somewhere, you have to leave your house. Like for a wedding or something. Then I will actually do my hair. Oh my gosh, I've been on for 11 minutes already. Yep, I just blast mine with the hair dryer. Lisa can't even hide in the bathroom. Now that's funny. Aquanet for when you have to look like a mob wife. Well, good morning, Miss Mona. Miss Mona has a full day today. She has to get ready for a new water heater. She has to pull out her washer and dryer and stuff. I can't use a hair dryer. I sweat too much, and then the hair is dirty again. Mike, do you sport that look often? Good morning, Jess. How are you? Oh, he still does it sometimes. I guess this is May 4th, isn't it? I'm just oblivious to everything right now. It just now hit me that it was the 4th of May. Have a fabulous day. You too, Lisa. You have fun with them kids. The only part I hate is curly hair. I straightened mine with ceramic heat, but did not do that yesterday. I hate curls. Or wavy curls, as in my case. Good morning, Mona. Gonna miss you today. You're going to be busy. And may the 4th be with you. Doing well. Just stretching and getting out of bed, trying to talk myself back into bed. Mona loves curly wild hair. I do too. This straight stuff is for the birds. When I cut my hair shorter or put layers in it, then it curls up. See the ends. See, this is curly back here. That's all curly. It's up here where the curl doesn't stay, unless I layer all this. I saw you note late last night. I used to have spaghetti hair, which I hate. Good morning, Joyce. How are you, girl? Downsizing, Mona? No, she has to get a new water heater. Hers smoked. I have lived with curly hair my entire life and I hate it. Good luck with the day, Mona. The hot water will be so worth it. Yeah, she took a really cold shower the other day. Whoa. She's much braver than me. She needs linguine hair. Rita, I hope your voice will come back soon. Missed you last night. Dawn, I don't want police coming while I scream in the shower. Oh my goodness. That is funny. I've been battling my allergies this morning. least I didn't honk. Oh, that's too funny. I just cracked myself up. I crack myself up so much that I get tears in my eyes. Time for a allergy pill. Allergies are rough. Yeah. I tried to go out without my allergy pills for, well, I guess it was 2 weeks. And golly. And every time I turned around, my eyes were just watering like crazy. Nope, not doing cold showers, Zaza says. Mona, visit your mom for a shower. Well, I wouldn't want to take a shower in somebody else's house. Cannot talk, so been making tulips that go into a table runner. The colors all match. Not scrappy either. Yeah, Zaza, she was going to take her mom out, so she quick took a shower. You should change your allergy meds yearly. You get dependent. Well, good morning, Miss Brenda Foley. I have my nose running only in the morning, but I catch up with it later in the day. Mona, don't get run over on the way and you'll be fine. On the way to what? Oh. Mona's gonna get run over by a reindeer. I'm really glad y'all showed up today. I barely got that 30-minute notice posted before it went out. I think it was 5:28 when I posted that. Because the 7 o'clock for Lisa is 6 o'clock for me. Yeah. And I already had a package delivered today. At 4:25, there was a package. My ring went off, and I'm looking at it, and there's some dude at my door, and I'm like, well, what the heck? And he went and got back in his car, and he took off. So then I rewatched it. Well, he dropped off a small package. I think it was my sensor that they replaced. I had to change my sensor Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. And the sensor didn't work. I tried it 4 times, and it did not work. So I had to call him Friday and tell him I need a new one because this one never worked. So I had to give him the serial number, and then I had to get into my little reader and tell him what the error code was. And he says, oh, yeah, you need a new one. And I said, okay. He says 3 to 5 business days. I said, okay. Well, that was Friday, and it was Friday afternoon when I called even. And they delivered it this morning already. He kept saying, do you have another one you can use, or can you poke your finger? And I'm like, I have both of them, and I already have the new sensor on. I'm like, you think I'm going to go without it? No. And can't you look at your records there to see that I just got a big shipment of them? Oh, her mom's to shower. I try not to take prescription meds. I dislike any of them. Does that mean that Mona is the GOAT? Yep, she's better than Tom Brady. Oh, Brenda overslept and had to get coffee going. Giovanna only takes blood pressure pills. I do what I can using natural remedies. Love the sound of a long arm and packages in the morning. Yeah, I was just really surprised. It's Sunday and the dude's out there at 4:25, and I'm like, he had to have seen the little ring light come on because I was watching him. Because just a block down that way is where all the stuff happens. They don't cross the street to come up to my side of the street. I don't understand, but there's always that chance, so I always look. Oh, and those sensors are expensive. Yeah, that's why when it didn't work, I was on the phone the very next day because we changed it in the afternoon. And once you put it on, you got to scan it to make it start, and it has to go for an hour before it'll actually start. So you wait the whole hour, and then you try it again. And then it tells you, wait 10 minutes because this isn't working. So you wait the 10 minutes, and you try it again. Nope, 10 more minutes. Okay. So I wait another 10 minutes. I scan it again. Nope. And so I wait another 10 minutes. I do it for the third time, and I scan again, and it still said that I had to wait another 10 minutes to do it. I said, screw this. I'm not doing this anymore. So took that one off and put a new one on. And then I called him Friday. He said 3 to 5 business days. Well, this is Sunday, and I got him already. And it was early. That's why I was surprised. My insurance would not cover a sensor for me, so I am still poking my fingers. Good news is my new meds are working so well. My blood pressure is normal. No, blood sugar. My blood sugar is normal, and I have already dropped 5 pounds. I don't like taking them either. I don't think anybody does, but some of us have to take them. Yeah. There are so many of us that have to take it no matter what, Mona lost weight, but only because she was sick. Yeah, she wasn't eating. She wasn't doing much of anything except for resting in bed. I was woken up by my little sister in Australia at 4 a.m. this morning. Oh, Deb, I'm watching. Joyce, I'm supposed to take them. However, I look for alternatives unless no choice. Well, I think we all do that if we can. But there are so many certain things that you have to do. I got a lot more meds added to me when I had the heart attack. That's still weird to say that I had a heart attack because I never felt anything. I ended up with sepsis, and that's how I got to the hospital. And then they started doing, of course, blood work first thing. And then because of how my blood work came back, then they did an echo on my heart. And a heart doctor came in and started talking to me. And he's like, does your chest hurt? I said, nope. Does your arm hurt? Nope. Does your leg hurt? Nope. He says, do you hurt anywhere? I said, well, my back hurts, but it always hurts. So nothing new there. And then he turned around again. Are you sure your chest doesn't hurt? I said, dude, I don't hurt anywhere. I don't understand why you're asking me all this. He says, well, your blood work came back kind of abnormal. And I looked at him and I said, I'm just abnormal all the time. I Pick up mom at 9, taking donuts to her brother at the nursing home. Oh, that's sweet of you, Mona. Turmeric is my pain med. I don't take anything for pain. Mona takes turmeric for inflammation. I'm glad you're getting better, Mona. Hey, Shirley! She's up! She's up! Oh, heck, it's late now. Yeah, Mike, it was just a thing. What can I say? And that heart doctor was very serious when he was talking to me. And he'd stand there with his hands like this. So, no pain? I said, no. I have to build up her strength for her vacation to upstate New York. I want to be able to walk with the wolves. Yeah. Giovanna makes a honey mixture with turmeric and ginger with a pinch of black pepper. Well, good morning, Cheryl. How are ya? I didn't see you sneak in. I still don't see where Cheryl came in. Maybe she meant Shirley. Yeah, she must have meant Shirley. My friend at work was asked when she had her stroke. She was unaware. Yeah, I had nothing. I'm not afraid of any medications. Got to keep Batman alive. That's right. I wish I could use honey, but it affects my bronchial asthma. Think I might have a small allergy to honey. Good morning, Candace. How are you? I finished my hand quilting yesterday. Binding, hanging sleeve, and label. Then filming the big reveal. I took Loratabs for over 6 years before I found out about turmeric. Luckily, I didn't get addicted. Off to move cars to let the small angry one out. Oh, when they get angry, they get very angry. I know. Let's see if I can put my chat up here. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. Up too early for Sunday. Heading an hour north to take my son and 3 of his friends to a car show. Oh, that would be fun for them. You too, if you're into cars, but you made Joe laugh, Zaza. Small, angry one. Yeah. We all have that small, angry one. Except mine ain't small. So how are you, Shirley? I haven't seen you for a while. Yesterday I started working on the rain boots. I got all the fiddly little pieces sewed yesterday. And today I get to sew the different sections together. I did cut my gray for the boot bottoms. I cut that. I have my raindrops all cut out, so I'll work on them. Get them done so I can get caught up to at least Mona, because I'm so far behind even with Mona. Doing good working on her quilts. Well, that's good. She had a quilt in her closet for the last 15 years that was going to go on her bed, and she finally finished it. Dibs, the flowers are a pain. Well, Melanie, they looked like a pain, so I'm going to replace them with some other flower. I'm not sure which one yet. It could be the lotus, or it could be a tulip, or it could be an applique flower, or I have some templates for flowers that I just got from Missouri Star. I could use them too, and then just applique them on. Today we'll need to Cricut a ton of stuff. Deb, do your pace. Yeah, I just wasn't into it. After I finally went in and cut all the pieces and saw how small they were, I'm like, I don't know about this. I'm getting back to it today. Hopefully it won't stress me out. Joe, are you coming on today? Oh, Candy likes the car shows, especially the exotic cars that we're going to see today. Unfortunately, I'll never own a Lamborghini or Ferrari. Oh, well, I won't either. Come here, Joe, and use the Venture. Yeah, Mike's got 3 Crickets. How do you say it? Cricket or Cricket? I call them Crickets. I like the eye candy at the car shows. Joe says she needs to use the Venture. She has FOMO. Like the bug, yeah. When I got my order from Missouri Star, I ordered, what did I order? I got some more batting. I got something else too. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, this pattern was inside the bag for the batting. And I have a bunch of charm packs. That was my FOMO addiction, was charm packs. And I have that whole drawer, nope, wrong drawer. That whole drawer chock full of charm packs. And I have more charm packs in other areas of the room. Most of them are under my feet. So I'm too fat for a sports car. The girls need room to breathe. Is that crinkle cut? Cute pattern. I thought it was a cute pattern. Oh, Mike just wants to smell the cars. Mona likes the old classics. Giovanna loves the Jaguar. There are several car collectors in the area. Fun seeing the older cars on the road. Oh, yeah. When we're driving down the road, I'll be going, oh, cool car, cool car. And that makes my husband look. Or if he sees one, he'll say, cool car. He only says it one time. Me, I get excited. I say it 2 or 3 times. My brother used to have a 57 Chevy. Oh, he painted it midnight blue. It was pretty. Oh, my God, it was pretty. There are several car collectors in the area. Well, good morning, Sherry. Well, you should see some of the people squeezing in the cars at the car show. I bet. But this takes 2 charm packs and a roll of 2.5-inch background strips, 42 width of fabric. A half a yard for the binding and 4 yards for the backing. It makes 56 by 62.5, which, you know, if you've ever seen me sew, you know that it never comes out the size they say. Here in Italy, it passes It passes my city, and the cars are all vintage, parked in the city square. There are a lot of old cars. They drive down to the beach. Lots of car shows. Fun to see. Mike is watching them trying to get back out again. Uh-huh. If I did that, I'd have to have somebody pull me out. That's just too funny. But yeah, it looks easy enough. I mean, if you look at the picture here, it's just one block. And it's one block, and you put a strip on, God, I can't even get this. On this side, you put a strip on this side, and then you put a strip across the bottom. And that's your block for the whole quilt. Um, 7 inches unfinished, 6.5 finished. And then you arrange them 9 rows, with each row having 8 blocks. And then you just twist them back and forth. That's the whole quilt. You press the even number rows one way, and you press the odd number rows the other way. Then you put on a border, and then you quilt and bind it. See, that's pretty cute. Now, the charm packs that I was thinking of going with it is called walnut something. So they're not solids, they're pretty colors. Pretty print. And of course they got the basics there. Now this one, for being a solid, I really like those colors. Except I think there's too many of the really dark ones here. Needs to lighten it up a little. There's a few black, and then the really dark navy. But anyway, I'm going to work on that too. See if I can chunk that one out. Good morning, Cheryl. Easy peasy. That's my kind of quilt, no stress. Well, let me tell you, after working on this Singing in the Rain, I need an easy one. And not any with little bitty squares again. Dawn did a turnaround and go back inside. What did I miss with Dawn? A friend drove me somewhere, and he showed up in a car the size of a tissue box. That's funny. That's why Mike said Dawn did a turnaround. Dawn did a turnaround and go back inside. Mike, you're so funny. Oh, Dawn was tempted. Thank goodness for all that yoga. Oh, yeah. And Dawn's a little bitty person, so she wouldn't have any problem getting into the little tissue boxes. Giovanna, I would break my neck. We borrowed my brother-in-law's Morgan. That's a beautiful car. Yeah, I've seen them in movies. I am short, Mike. The platforms help me reach the pedal. All right, I'm caught up again. Corvettes are the worst to get into and out. Okay, so I told y'all that I I used to be a driver's license examiner, and I would take people out for their driving tests. Well, I went out to take this guy on a driving test, and I would say he was in at least his 40s, maybe his 50s. And we go walking out there, and I'm like, whoa, where the heck did he park? And we kept walking out in the parking lot. And there's this really tall Jeep, really, really tall. It was really jacked up, and it had big tires on it. And he expected me to get into that thing and take him for a driving test. And you know what he said to me? He says, well, put your feet up here, and then I'll push you up. I looked at him. I said, you are not touching my butt. But I did try to get into it myself. I mean, I grabbed a hold and everything, and I could not get up there because I couldn't get my feet positioned where I had some strength to get up with. So I went walking back inside, and I went to my boss, and I said, I can't give this guy a driving test because I can't get in his vehicle. So Deb goes out, the other Deb. She goes out there. Now, I don't know how she got in there. She finally told the guy, you go get a different vehicle. And he says, I don't have a different vehicle. She says, well, you're not getting a driving test in this because we have to safely be able to get in and out. And I was just standing at the window watching from inside, you know. I'm like, well, let's see if she gets in. And nope, she didn't get in either. So it was funny. An MG midget. Well, that was the first time I ever refused to get into a vehicle. And it's not because I refused to, it's I couldn't get into it. There was no way. The bottom of the floorboard came up to my chest up here. So there was no way. I can't get my leg up that high to get any leverage to get me up, even if I'm hanging on to the sides. I couldn't do it. It was funny. And that was the only driving test I ever refused to give. But yeah, now you know. Now you know. People would always ask me what day I was doing the driving tests. I'm like, well, why? And they said, because you're the nice one. I want to come back and go with you. Because they'd already been with somebody else and they failed. I said, I can't tell you what days I'm the one that's doing it. So it changes all the time. She wrapped Gemma up like a taco and she's having coffee with her. She's probably going to go to sleep. Here you take the test in the school's car, and a new driver cannot drive big cars by law. Well, what's going to stop them? Ain't nothing going to stop them. How does she like her coffee? With a little bit of cream. Better than a fish taco. I've never had a fish taco. I don't know. I guess it just doesn't sound right to me. But anyway, I could never tell anybody what days I was doing it because then I would be doing more driving tests than everybody else. And they always wanted to keep it even on the numbers of how many we each do. Here you lose your license if they stop you. I've never had one and I don't know I would try it. Gemma likes her Milkies a lot. She gets hangry. Brenda never had a fish taco either. Fish tacos just don't sound right. And I understand that you probably just batter up the fish and deep fry it and then stick it on. I understand that, but it just does not sound right. Tacos are tacos. Here, if you get a driving offense within the first 2 years of passing, you have to retake your test, and it's an automatic ban. No fish tacos for Melissa either. I like my Mexican food with steak, says Mike. Have you quilted using your cutie frame yet? Well, first of all, Candace, my sister-in-law, Debbie, does not quilt. Every once in a while, I got to straighten people out. I am Deb. My sister-in-law is Debbie. The only ones that get away with calling me Debbie is my siblings. Now, I've had fish sandwich. Does a fish taco is a little different. Yeah. Fish sandwiches are great. Good morning, Nikki. I've had a fish taco. I wasn't impressed. I totally agree that fish tacos do not appeal to Zaza. No. Not even enough for me to try it. Everyone in New York City would disappear. Sorry, didn't realize I typed Debbie. Oh, that's okay. I just explain every once in a while. I'm Deb. My sister-in-law is Debbie. And of course, there's Debbie Gonzalez, too. But I haven't gone by Debbie since, let's see. Sixth grade, maybe seventh grade. She's Debbie. Yeah. Now I want a shrimp po' boy. Oh, no, I don't want that either. I like taco meatloaf. Yes, it's good. And, Mona, if you put some spicy cheese like pepper jack in the middle of the meatloaf, you put down some of the taco meat, and then some pepper jack cheese, and then put another layer of meat on it, and then cook it that way. Oh my God, when you cut into it, you got the cheese in the middle. Oh, good morning, Muriel. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, probably not. It's just something I'd choose. Oh. And Giovanna says, I'm Giggles. Yes, if you know my email address, you know I'm Giggles. Oh, Mona, I need to try. Meatloaf cheese sandwich. Yes, it's marvelous, let me tell you. The first time that I made it and my husband ate it, he just raved about it. And I'm like, yeah, I got a good one here. People here have fish finger sandwiches and they don't appeal to me either. I made a cheeseburger meatloaf with bacon. Yeah, that's good too. A crab patty with cheese on a po' boy is called, it flipped on me here, is called a Van Cleve here in Biloxi. I must have this meatloaf in my life. Oh, Mike, you would love it. Mona likes cold meatloaf sandwich with ketchup. No, I don't put ketchup on nothing. Ugh, I am not a fan of ketchup. Give the recipes. Well, there's nothing to giving recipes. You make your meatloaf the way you normally do, and then you put taco seasoning in it and mix it all up. Put half of your meat in, and then you put pepper jack cheese in it, and then you put the rest of your meat in. I'm sitting waiting for my laundry to dry. Oh, good golly. I don't like laundry. Cheesy meatloaf sandwich. Yum. Yes, it is. I love meatloaf. I've never met a meatloaf I didn't like. Me neither, Joyce. I love it. Oh, Mike says need meatloaf on or ketchup on meatloaf Sammy. Nope, nope, nope. I like to make a meatloaf roll with spinach and feta cheese in the middle. Oh, that sounds good too. Giovanna buys her meatloaf. I don't make them. Oh, that's cheating. See, when you make it yourself, you get to put in everything that you really, really like. I dip chips in ketchup. Ugh, that's just nasty, Mona. Shh. You can have all the ketchup. Yeah, Joyce, feta cheese. Meatloaf is not a thing here. I slide a packet of French onion soup in my meatloaf. Oh yeah, yeah, I do that too, Mike. I use meatloaf, well, the hamburger, the French onion soup, a little bit of beef broth, egg, the Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. Yeah, I like my veggie meatloaf. Meatloaf is just eggs, breadcrumbs, and tomato sauce. Nope, no tomato sauce for me. Nope. I do the eggs, the breadcrumbs, a little bit of beef broth, and then if I make it Mexican, I put in taco seasoning. If I make it the regular way, I do the French onion, seasonings, Scrambled eggs and ketchup. Don't knock it till you try it. Nope, it ain't getting past these lips, Nikki. Mike, do you mean powdered soup? Yes. It comes in a little packet, about like this. Who's coming to the diner? Sometimes I do 50-50 hamburger and ground pork. Oh yeah, I've done that too. How do you keep the veggies together? Giovanna makes meatballs with beef, eggs, breadcrumbs, and Parmesan cheese. Sticky rice holds it together. Oh, yeah. I've made some meatloaf with rice in it. I add tomato sauce to my meatloaf. Well, I'm just not a tomato sauce person there, Miss Dawn. Oh, Banana Joe would love his Sicilian meatballs. I use ketchup and Worcestershire and anything else I can find to put in it. Oh yeah, Worcestershire. I put that in there. Wash my sister. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If I run out of breadcrumbs, I use oatmeal. Yeah, I've done that too. Jalapenos and onions. Yep. And I also put carrots, onions, garlic, all freshly chopped and small. Yeah. I use oatmeal too, Dawn says. I never thought about oatmeal. Amazing. No carrots, Giovanna. Oh no. I think I would like Mike. Well, good morning, Miss Denise. Oh, you're not late. I just happened to decide to go on since I was up already. Carrots are a no-go with Melissa, too. Wash my sister. That's because I can't say the other thing. I can't say it the right way, so wash my sister. Yep. Pepperidge Farm stuffing mix is amazing in a meatloaf. Yeah, Joyce, I've had that too. And when I add the stuffing mix to the meatloaf, I put it in a bump pan too. And that way it cooks in a circle. And oh, marvelous, marvelous. Made a meatloaf in the crock pot for the first time recently. Can't go back. No. See, I like it when the edges get all crispy. So, there you go, Joe. Then again, Italian meatballs are made the same way I make meatloaf. Yeah. It's just pronounced Worcester sauce. No, you forgot the Shire. Shire. You forgot that part there, Zaza. You use stovetop stuffing for my breadcrumbs. Oh. I never am out of the crumbs. No, I always have breadcrumbs in my house. Zaza, if I was calling it Wooster like that, I would immediately think of Rooster Cogburn. John Wayne's movie. I love carrots, but carrots are meant for carrot cake. Yeah, there you go. I love stovetop stuffing. I do too. And when you mix it in a meatloaf, oh my God. So good, so good, so good. My next meatloaf is going to be stupid crazy after this chat. Mike, you just put everything you got in the kitchen into it. Let me tell you. I can't do stovetop stuffing, but I do like Pepperidge Farm stuffing. Oh, yeah. I thought you said butt pan. I realized you said butt pan. I have one that has those real pretty designs on it. So when you flip it over and put it onto a plate, it's a real pretty meatloaf that way. But I only do that with the stuffing part. I do not want edges crispy. Oh, yeah, gotta have them crispy. Matter of fact, we had meatloaf last night for supper. Mike just put everything in it. Joyce, I also put carrots in my bolognese. Only Americans say the Shire bit. Oh, really? Well, that's because we're taught to sound the word out the way it's written. Yeah, no carrots. The crispy edges are the best. Yes. Joyce and I will eat together, let me tell you. Well, good morning, Miss Jamie. I think it's Jamie. I got to look back on this. Missing chat here. Yeah, it's Jamie. I had to reset my chat on my phone. It got stuck. Yep. Crispy edges. Yep. Team Crispy everything. That's right, Mike. Since I gave up chips, I get my crispy from that. No carrots. I'll give them to Gemma. Yep. I just do not like them. Oh, Shirley uses crackers. Yeah. I've used crackers before because Mom used to use crackers. Crispy lasagna edges. Well, yeah, I like them too. But I only like the crispy lasagna when it's fresh. If you have to reheat it, the edge is, you can't bite into it. She says, Giovanna says the next time she gets her minced meat at 50% off, she will make one. Rita uses soda crackers when she makes them too, Shirley. I love carrots, they're sweet. Now I'm craving meatloaf. Look at Zaza being all hoity-toity Shire. I haven't heard hoity-toity for a long time. Yeah, but none of you can say Worcestershire sauce. Yeah. Anytime, Deb. I know, Joyce, you are all bad making everyone crave meatloaf. I say the Shire as well, but very subtle. Huh. Worcestershire. Yes, it is. It is called bug juice. I'm with you, Mike. Sheer. Okay, Mona. I'll see you later. Don't hurt your back moving that stuff. No crispy on anything for Rita. Oh, no. I need crispy. Crispy lasagna corner. Yeah, but like I said, Mike, only when you first get it out of the oven, you know. Carrots are high carb. Gave them and apples up. Yeah. I just recently went back to having some carrots. I don't get too many of them though. I have to share them with Honey. My little Honey loves them. Deb, you're 100% right. Only crispy when fresh. Yes. Because if you reheat it, especially if you reheat it in a microwave, it gets rubbery. And then you can't even use a knife to cut it with. I can pronounce it perfectly, but I don't call it Shire unless I am asking a store employee where to find it. I normally just call it Worcester sauce. Worcester. I am an American. Yeah. Green apples are good for lowering cholesterol. Well, yeah, but they also up your blood sugar, so I even cut the crust off bread for toast. Why? I never understood people cutting crust off. It's still bread. It's still good. Yeah. See, even Joe's worried about Mona picking stuff up and moving it. I just do not like anything crunchy. Well, I leave my top off my homemade mac and cheese so it gets so crispy on top. Muriel gets a star. Ooh. That's because she says it right. Oh, Joy, I got a good star. You just made my day. I eat a lot of green apples. I just peel, decore, and slice them. Then put Himalayan sauce on them. I didn't realize carrots were high in carbs. I do not like the crust. Homemade machine, where'd it go? Homemade machine and cheese. I bet she meant mac and cheese. Not the green apple, Deb. It's good, Joe. Meant mac and cheese. See, I knew what you meant. I try to keep sugar snap peas in my fridge for a snack. Oh, peas are full of carbs too. Noise loved my daughter's hamburger. Yeah. Noise is cute. It's all about the caramelized cheese. Whip out the blowtorch. I thought that said bio something. You can tell where my brain's going. Oops, wrong way. It's because when I look in there, it looks like I need to go this way, but it actually, my hair goes this way. It's a natural part over here. Just realized you meant the cat. I thought it was a typo for noise. Nose. They are full of protein as well, peas. Have any of y'all ever cooked hamburgers in the oven? Oh, yeah. Deb is so obsessed with her bangs. It's because they bug me. Well, today I'm going to work on those raindrops, and I'm going to finish up the boots. We'll see if my boots come out. I have sewed all of the little rows in it already. And now I got to cut out the sole of the boots. And then I can put them together. Put on the hairband. Well, I'm trying to avoid the headband. Yes, all the time. Whoop, it flipped on me. All the time, Joyce, or use my Instapot or use my Vortex air fryer pan oven. I never fry anything. I'm off to Long Run. Got some quilting to do. Oh, you have fun, Brenda. I can't wait for the day I get to do it on my cutie. They will come out okay, Deb. I grew my fringe out. It drove me crazy with my glasses. Yes. And I don't even have glasses anymore. I had cataract surgery done, and I had them implant toric lenses in it, so I don't have to wear glasses. And now, with the hair touching my eyebrows, all it has to do is touch my eyebrows, and it drives me nuts. I don't have to worry about my hair bugging me for a while. My son gave me my buzz cut the other day. Oh, Joyce cut hers all off too. Joyce, you and Giovanna are hair twins. Yes. We got to see it the other day, Thursday, in Lisa's room when we were sewing. No, Friday for the retreat. It was Friday for the retreat. We went to a retreat. When are you going to get that cutie working? Hope it doesn't take you 2 years. Well, surely I have to get the foot pedal cord to be longer. Cal sent an email to the Shield Sewing Center right down the street, and they haven't answered him yet. He wants to know if they can either order one with a longer cord on it, or if they can fix this one with the longer cord. So that's what we're waiting on, because I cannot put the foot pedal on the table and run it with one hand and the cutie with the other. I'm not coordinated enough to do that with my hands. So we're trying. We have been searching the internet. We went to Sewing Machines Plus, Sewing Parts Online. We went to Grace. We've been to every single place on the internet. We even just punched it in looking for it. And every place that came up, Etsy and every place, nobody has one of the foot pedals with the long cord. I would change the cord on the pedal. Well, there again, it's the necky, Giovanna, and the cord that plugs into the machine is the foot pedal and the power. Did you go to Best Buy? Well, he looked online. He always looks online first because he doesn't want to have to go to the store just to be turned away. I have not had bangs since my mom's hairdresser cut my hair when I was 18. It took forever to grow out. Now my hair is one long length and worn in a long braid. Debas, get a shorter table. No, I'm not cutting the legs off on that table. It's a pedestal table, Melanie. It's one of those really heavy dining room tables, and it's got the pedestal on the floor coming up in the middle, and then the rest of the table goes out from there. Deb, does your machine have a stop start button? No. You could use an electrician to splice the cord and make it longer. Yeah. I told my husband, I said, call Charlie, see if he'll fix it for me. I know Charlie can do it. That's Shirley's husband. I know he can do it. If you show me a photo of it, I will try to find one here from my dealer. Did you look for a YouTube recommendation as a DIY alternative? Well, you're going to have to get another machine. No, I'm not getting another machine. He already told me I couldn't have another machine. They're, man, this one piece. If it comes down to it, he will rig it up. But, and I know he's good at rigging stuff up. Great quick fix, Zaza. Yeah. Ask in the Cutie Quilters group on Facebook. I haven't asked there, Melanie, because I don't go on Facebook hardly at all anymore. Thanks, Melissa. If it comes down to it, he said he'll take it apart and put an extension cord, replace it with that, you know, if he can use that. Mike says, bloop. Thanks, Melissa. Well, we've looked everywhere. Amazon, Etsy, you name it, we have looked, and all they have is the original one or a replacement just like it. So, I mean, we even looked to see if there was an extension for it. Because when I got the Cutie, I have all these little extension cables. I think there's 3 extension cables with it. But none of them fit the necky, and they don't fit my old brother either. So, because we even thought maybe about changing the necky for the old brother over here. But we were going to have the same problem with that one. I've got to go to Walmart this morning. I'll ask if I get a minute. Oh, no hurry on it, Melanie. Mike, I only see 6. You would have to refresh, Giovanna, if you wanted to see more. But yesterday, I was sitting at the table with my coffee, and I was sipping on my coffee, and then all of a sudden I'm like, So I reached over and I started doing it. I was doing air quilting. It was fun. I was having a good time with it. I'll ask your brother about it or my retired sewing machine guy. Well, yeah, because if we figure out how to fix the necky foot pedal, that'll tell us how we got to fix this one in case the necky ever breaks for some reason, that I got a backup for it. If the machine uses one cord for power and foot pedal, I'm sure there's no answer. No, probably not. Because both of those machines, when you plug the cord into the machine itself, one piece goes to the electric and one piece goes to the foot pedal. Air quilting is a real thing. Is it? That's how you learn. Well, it was funny because that was yesterday morning, and I'm sitting there doing my L's and my E's, and then do them upside down. And let me tell you, the cutie, it just glides perfectly. Oh my goodness. And the necky is really good on it because the necky is a heavy machine. Can you get it and show it to us? Get what? The cutie is outside that door and over in the kitchen. The table is right there. I'll have to take a video on my phone with it and post that. And if there's no speed controller that will work on it, I don't think there is. A friend of mine found a 10 or 12 foot long arm on Facebook Marketplace for $200, and it's going to get the Jazz 2 to put on it. I would like to have a Jazz 2. I really would. But and I might have an extension cord that fits the Jazz 2. I don't know. Can you get the cord and show it to us? Joyce, that is a really good deal. A 10 or 12 foot long arm. I don't have space for that. I have a split level house and there's no place for it. Just the cord of the necky. Yeah, it's a necky machine. It's a lot like sewing when you run out of bobbin. Yes, Joyce, it is. I'm sure an electrician could fix it for you, Deb. Well, my brother's pretty much an electrician. A lot of people cannot use the Jazz 2. I have used my Jazz 2 on it. It worked fine. Tension is what gets them. I know Melanie did use the Jazz 2. Well, the necky one, I don't think I have the other one here either. No, because it's all plugged in. It's all plugged in for when I broke this machine. And I had to take that to my brother, so I needed a machine to sew on, so I brought the brother from under the table to the top of the table. So it's still plugged in too. Get the cord of the necky and show it to me. I want to see if I can find it. Well, the necky is a 537L. See, I've learned that and memorized it. Whoa. He remodeled part of his house just to fit this long arm. Oh my goodness. I mean, I could fit it into my basement if I got rid of my washer and dryer. and all the stuff we've got shoved in there in that room. But I'm not going to the basement to Long Arm. It's not a finished basement. A good sewing repair place should be able to rewire it, but I would lengthen both cords extra long because you want to be able to move to other places in case you want to use it somewhere else. Yes, Denise. And we put in an email to them. We didn't want to have to go to the shop to ask them and just to be turned down. I mean, this shop that's right down the street from me, they're the same ones that told me that this machine that I sew on could not be fixed. And yet my brother fixed it. Good morning, Miss Judy. You're up kind of early, girl. I thought you usually slept in. Oh, well, we're coming up on an hour and a half. And look, my computer is still working. Of course, it usually freezes up about 10 o'clock. And then I reboot it again. And then it's fine again. It's fine again for the whole rest of the day. I don't understand why. It's usually around 10 o'clock in the morning here, which is 11 o'clock Eastern time. So I don't know what it is about the time. What did you do today? Maybe it's always Lisa instead. I'm missing something. I even went all the way back. Maybe it's a ways Lisa instead. Well, now that you said that. Oh, Judy did sleep in. Oh, yeah, that could be because Lisa loses hers quite a bit. Anytime it rains, she loses hers. The dogs usually get me up at 6. This time I got my husband to get up. Well, yeah, you got to take turns. So I'm going to be working on Singing in the Rain today to see if I can catch up to Mona. Because Mona has raindrops done and most of her boots, I think. I know she has at least one boot done because she did that video on it. My pugs do not get me up out of bed, Judy. You just got to get the right pug. They're both still in bed, sleeping away, snoring, snoring, snoring. Oh my goodness, they get loud. Unfortunately, mine always wake me as I'm on the couch. Oh yeah, yeah. Zaza is up and down all night long, so she doesn't want to wake up her hubby. Mike, I need your address to send you something. Mona isn't doing the whole quilt. No, she's not doing the whole quilt, but she did the raindrops and she did the sun, not all the suns, most of the suns, some of the suns. She's doing the umbrellas and the rain boots. She was talking about doing the flowers. and the pinwheels, because she's using the pinwheels as clouds, and something else. She's just not doing the houses. That's the only thing she's not doing is the houses. I'm using Dresden's wherever I can on that quilt. That's cute. That'd be great flowers on it. Umbrella upside down. I like Mona's raining cats and dogs. Yes. And it's so cute that she came up with that. Not sure if I'm going to do all the houses if I do that. Well, there's only 3 houses, so I'm still thinking of doing the houses. Mona was going to do one house because she was going to do it as an animal shelter with one of the dogs in the window. So I thought she was only doing a few of each. Yeah, she made a flower and she made a kitty. Yeah. They are. They're cute. They are. They're cute. I am mostly doing the whole thing. Let me get a hold of this here. I don't think I'm going to do the hearts. I don't think I'm doing them. And I'm probably going to do different flowers than these because everybody that I have heard from that have worked on these say they're real fiddly. And I'm tired of working with the small 1-inch pieces that I had to work on for the boots. The boots and the raindrops. They both got the little bitty pieces, and I'm so over them little pieces. I did one sun in the corner. I'm going to put clouds in the rest of this part. And then I'm going to put raindrops across here. Because raindrops go on top of the umbrellas, don't you think? And then I'm going to do those. And then I'm putting the boots up under the umbrellas. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the pinwheels or not. Probably not. I'll probably just go straight for some kind of flower. The hearts are out of place for me. Yes, I thought that was really silly having the hearts on there. I don't get it. But I'm still doing the houses though too. So I'm not doing the hearts. I'm not sure about the pinwheels. And I'm going to do different flowers. I don't even know if I'm going to make that many flowers. I don't know. I'm not doing this sashing either, Joyce says. I would make mountains instead. Oh. I don't know. Raindrops should be on top of the umbrellas, not underneath. Yes! Yes, that was the first thing I said when I looked at this. I'm like, well, the raindrops are in the wrong part. They're raining into the rain boots. They need to be up here. So I'm going to put them up here along with clouds up here. So there you go. And I'm still going to do the houses. I like the houses. I might fussy cut something in the windows. I don't know yet. Dresden's would make cute flowers. They are loads of cute flower designs. Well, I just got the flower templates from Missouri Star, so I might try them on there and just applique them on. I mean, I already appliqued the umbrella handles on. It wouldn't be a far stretch to put applique flowers on it. And then this border, I got the fabric that they used. Ooh, I got it. It's here. And I got a lot of it too. Isn't that cute? With the umbrellas all over the place. They're just tossed all over. They got some parasols and all sorts of different. And you know, this fabric came out in 2019. 2019. I don't know when the pattern came out. Says it's going to be 59 by 73. I don't see a date on this. So I don't know when the pattern came out. No date. No date. Let's see if there's a date on the inside. Nope, no date. And I got these in here. That's for the Dresden and the umbrella handle. Oh, here's a date. 2020. This pattern came out in 2020. So she must have been making this when she designed this fabric. So, yeah. But you see, I haven't cut this yet. Oh, and I got that quilt that I was working on. I got one of them done. I haven't finished the other one. I have all the rows, but I haven't sewed them together. Hey, Janice, how are ya? Oh, look at Melanie. She found it before I did. I would do sun, rain, mountains, house, umbrella, boots, and then flower. That's what Giovanna says. Yeah, so that pattern's been out for 5 years. Last month, it was one of her patterns of the month from Beverly McCullough. She had it for $5 last month. How is the cutie, Deb? Well, it's in there, Janice. I've been air sewing with it. Just sitting here, just driving it along. It glides really well. Hi, Alicia. How are ya? Love me some Alicia. If you're not subscribed to Alicia, you should be. Because she is great. She makes me laugh like crazy. Is it her fabric line? Yes. Yes. It says Riley Blake Designs Pattern C9362 Singing in the Rain by Beverly McCullough, Flamingo Toes, 2019, all rights reserved. Yep, that's one that she designed it. So, well, I try to get everybody to go see the ones that I watch too. Not that everybody has to watch what I get, but Deb, did you get my emails? Oh no, Alicia, did you get my emails? Oh yeah, Janice sent Alicia some emails, and then she asked her if you got them. So see, when I emailed her, she emailed me back and said, got it. I wound up doing Scrappy on mine. Well, I'm doing Scrappy on everything else. It's just I really like that border print, so I went searching for it. And yes, it was hard to find, but I finally found somebody that had it, and I ordered either 2 or 3 yards of it. Yeah, Janice really loves watching Alicia. I do too. And she is funny. I don't think she tries to be funny. She just is funny. Yes, Janice, checking a few. I am emailing you now. There you go. I wound up doing Scrappy on mine. Yep. I'm assuming that is Alicia's link that Giovanna put in. Hey, if you type quilt or giggles, it should work. I'm just testing it real quick here. Yeah, giggles works. Giggles works. Let's try the other one. Yep, there you go. So you can either type quilt or giggles, and it'll post your channel name up there so everybody can connect to you. Alicia, type either quilt or giggles. It'll automatically set it up for you. I'm happy I caught you today. I've been out of the loop for a while. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen any new videos from you or lives. Bye, Joy. See you later. I must have missed her saying she was leaving. It's when I was playing with the computer. Yep. So, there you go. Jamie put hers in. Jamie does really good unboxings of help me out. Prairie something. I can see it. I can't think of the name. Prairie something and the Soul Sampler. She does both of those unboxings. And then she even sews some of the your brother said he believes he can put an extension on your foot pedal, but he'll check. Okay. Primitive Gatherings. That's it. Primitive Gatherings. And she gets really cool looking stuff in that box. Hey, Lori. How you doing? Welcome. Primitive Gatherings. See, now, Jamie, I can picture your video on it and everything. I can picture the box, but I could not think of the name. I get brain farts like that. See, my brother, he can do anything. If Mona was close enough, he could even tell her how to put the water heater in. See, I lost that word too. Ah, I guess it's time for me to get off. Jeez. Giggles, we all get brain farts. I get them a lot more often now than I ever used to. I never used to have a problem with it. But, of course, I'm looking for a minute again. Lisa, you're supposed to be the family. But I understand anyway. Even though I never go on any lives at night, I'm usually lurking. Lisa, we miss you. Yeah. I miss having somebody to talk to. Live streaming service. Whoop. I rolled over the wrong thing. The noise. She went to the loo. Yeah. Is your brother's name MacGyver? Well, let me tell you, he could be MacGyver Jr. because he can use all sorts of things to make something work. Janice uses StreamYard. Yeah, Janice uses StreamYard. I use Talk Studio. Mona uses Talk Studio. Lisa uses Talk Studio. Rita's Roost, they use Restream. Melanie, he's close to it. See, I told you. I have somebody to back me up now. I used to do StreamYard, just the free version of it. And then I tried out Talk Studio, and Talk Studio was more friendly to my brain. Shirley thought that was funny. Yeah. He doesn't look like MacGyver, but he can do anything. He can fix anything. And I told my husband, I says, I think you need to get hold of Charlie for this. And he says, well, if it comes down to it, he says, I can put an extension cord on it if that'll work. He would take off the one or add to it. I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. Okay, so, I keep rolling over the wrong thing here and I lose you. I will look into those services. Yeah, I really like Talk Studio with Streamlabs. I can do it on my phone. I can do it on my computer. They have a free version of it. I started with the free version, and then I went to the next level. I didn't go all the way to the top. I just went to the next level. I went to the Ultra. And that's just so I can have guests on with me. Because with the free version, you're limited to 1 or 2 people. I don't remember. Wish I had someone like that in my life. I'd keep them busy. Lisa uses both. StreamYard for taping. It allows you to pause. Yeah. Yeah, Talk Studio doesn't give you the option to pause. Except, Lisa, if you push on the end live stream, it's going to give you a choice of keep streaming or end with outro. I have pushed the keep streaming, and then you can go right back into the live again. So that may be a pause on talk studio. Oh, Charlie knows a lot of people. Yeah, my heartthrob is MacGyver. I need my whole bathroom redone. Send him over. Well, he used to flip houses too, but he's getting old now, so he can't do all that stuff. It reloads, but you have to download and edit. Oh, I don't edit. Ever since I started doing lives, I haven't done videos, except with the cutie. That's the first time I've done any lives in a long time. I even did my very first short with the cutie. What did I do with the short? I don't even remember what the short was about. It's something to do with the cutie, though. Giovanna, my bathroom is getting done just now. The whole house is in chaos. Giovanna says, I need the loo and the sink changed only. Mike says it was the cutie. Yeah. See, I knew it was something with the cutie, but that was my very first short. Oh, yeah, because I kept it under the 3-minute limit. That's when he opened it. Yeah. See, I'm getting smarter with this tech stuff. Shirley says I need to redo my kitchen. No, Lisa says she needs to redo her kitchen. George can't feed the hubby. I think I need the oven. Shirley says it was the unpacking. Yes. Because my husband says, now you're not going to get me in this video, are you? I said, well, I will get your hands at least, your arms. I said, part of your body, but I said, I'll keep your face out of it. He says, okay. Shorts are easy to upload. Well, this was my first short, and I just made sure that I kept it under the 3 minutes. It was 2 minutes and 47 seconds or something like that. All right. Bye, Lisa. I have been summoned. Camera shy? Well, sort of, yeah. Did your hubby keep the box back in the same place for his stand to set things on? No, Cheryl. It's in the basement, ready to... See, he hangs on to the boxes for quite a while in case we got to box them back up. So it's down there just sitting for right now. We still have the box from the microwave that we got. It's still down there. One day, he'll break them all down, put them in the recycle bin. Yeah, my hubby doesn't like attention on him. Bye, Shirley. Give Charlie a hug for me. My brother Charlie is my baby brother. Even though he's 5 years older than me, he's my baby brother. I have 3 brothers, Mike, Bub, and Charlie. Mike's the only one with the proper name, kinda. And then there's Bub, and that's because Mike couldn't say brother when he was little, so it came out Bubby. So he was Bubby for a long time, and then we finally shortened it to Bub. My ex-sister-in-law, she used to call him Bo, and his current wife, she calls him by his real name. I said, well, He says all the time that he doesn't like Bub. I said, well, he just needs to get over it because that's all we've known him as our whole lives. Giovanna keeps her boxes, and now I cannot keep them in the garage, so they're in her apartment. Oh. Well, if you at least break them down, they're easier to store. And that way, all you got to do is add tape again if you need them. Yeah. Okay, so I am ready to maybe have another cup of coffee, maybe not, but I'm ready to go over to the sewing machine for a little while. So I will see. Mona's not going to be on later today. Usually she does the 11 o'clock Eastern time. She canceled that because she has to get ready for the new water heater. And tomorrow she moved it an hour later. So instead of 1 o'clock tomorrow, she moved it to 2 o'clock Eastern time. Oh, yeah, the packaging inside takes space. Well, hi, Michelle. How are you? Well, I'm glad to see you were lurking. I love my lurkers, too. I just don't tell them I appreciate them as much. And I should. But I'm going to get started on this stuff here. And who knows? I may get dressed today, but I kind of doubt it. I am getting lunch. It is late, 3 p.m. Yeah, that's a late lunch. Oh, you're one of my lurkers, Mike? I know I have a lot of lurkers. Only ones that are comfortable with talking and that show up in the chat. And then there are times when even if you're a talker, you become a lurker. See, look there. Yo, Patty. She's a lurker. Yep. See, you never want to say nothing bad about anybody because they're probably watching. I never say nothing bad about anybody anyway. Gonna go make some coffee and breakfast. I already had breakfast. Man, I had my eggs and toast. I had to have them before I come on here. So, all right. I will see y'all someplace in the chat today. And then definitely I'll see you tomorrow on Mona's. Remember, she's going to be an hour later. Giovanna, I cannot lurk. Brenda's a lurker too. Yeah, but every once in a while you come out from lurking, Brenda. Well, hello, XOXO. She's another lurker. Look at there, look at there. Good morning. Everybody have a great day. And I will see you tomorrow on Mona's. And I'll see you in the chat someplace later today. All right, bye.